Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can, just so we can out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Houston Rockets guard Sheppard had a phenomenal game and a thrilling win over the Miami Heat, and I wanted to take a look, so let's get into the film. Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come out. And Sheppard, again, like I said, had a great game and a thrilling game where the Rockets won at the buzzer on the Amin Thompson tip-in. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, 14 assists, 4 steals, was a plus 17 in this game, 0 turnovers for a second-year guard that had 14 assists, and 89% true shooting as he knocks down that 3 right there. All right, so just about 30 seconds into the game here, Sheppard plays nice defense and gets a steal on Davion Mitchell, and I think he's a really interesting case as far as defense goes, because I think he's a better defensive playmaker than like an actual sticky on-ball defender. Of course, it's tough for somebody his size to be a really good defender because he's just gonna get driven on by guys stronger than him. But as a defensive playmaker, man, Sheppard is one of the best at his position. Per 100 possessions, 1.2 blocks, which is in the 99th percentile, 6.7 deflections, 97th percentile, 2.8 steals, 92nd percentile, and 3.5 stop percentage, which is in the 90th percentile. And in the last 20 games, he's averaging 1.7 steals and a block, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 7 starts. And overall this season, the Rockets are 10-2 in his starts, and they really need this shooting because this offense, especially in the clutch, has looked so bad as of late with KD getting doubled and almost triple teamed. Sheppard provides a lot of shooting that this team needs. Right here, he knocks one down. But he definitely has some good moments on the ball in this game. Here against Tyler Hero, forced him not to take this 3 right here. Tyler Hero does get him on a pump fake, but he does at least a good job of jumping to the side of Tyler Hero, and you see how he tries to draw that foul, but Sheppard is nowhere near him. Then he gambles right there, but he gets back. So great job by Jabari Smith cleaning this up, right? Because if he's not there, then of course this is an easy score for the Miami Heat. But Sheppard does not quit on the play. He goes back. Jabari picks up his man, so he goes over to Khalil Ware. Definitely smacks Khalil Ware on his chest right here. But again, the defensive playmaking right there, stripping the ball loose from him. All right, so in this game, the Miami Heat wins zone almost exclusively on defense, playing some of that matchup zone and switching up a little bit. But the Rockets guards and Sheppard and Aaron Holiday, they provided some much needed shooting in this game. And in the zone, the third quarter for the Rockets, I'll show a clip. I've never seen a more confused offense. I'm glad that they finally got it going in the fourth quarter, and they looked less confused. They got KD off the ball a couple times as he passed Michael Jordan for 5th all-time scoreless. But Sheppard did a good job of penetrating the zone. You can't just stand in the zone and pass the ball around, right? So he's penetrating the zone. That causes guys to come to him, and a great pass placement here by Sheppard. You see Drew Smith trying to see ball and man, but his back is towards this part of the floor. So Sheppard's going to put it right there, and KD can pick it up and shoot the ball. And the Rockets just don't have guys who can do this consistently, that can shoot a pull-up 3 off of rejecting a screen. And when I was at Summer League the year that Sheppard was drafted, his pull-up is one of the prettiest pull-ups that I've ever seen. And right here is so compact, so fluid. I say it's just very simple. Again, he's rejecting the screen. He's going to drive into Khalil where Myron Garland chases him, so he draws 2 defenders. Ball goes to Doe, gets it right back. Good play by them too. And again, despite his size, he does fight on most possessions. Of course, there's some possessions where guys are just going to be stronger than him, be taller than him, but he does fight here. He gets a switch against, he switched against Pele Larson. You see Yakachonis, he passed the ball, and he's letting Drew Smith know that we want to get the ball into Pele Larson, but he does a nice job just making that pass angle a little bit harder, and then he's going to box out Pele Larson, and they're going to get the ball. That's just some more defensive playmaking by Sheppard, and it shows some of his IQ here too. So Dorian Finney-Smith is going to go over to Bam and put 2 on Bam in the post, right? So that means we're going to have some rotations. Amin Thompson's going to have to rotate over to Pele Larson, which is Dorian Finney-Smith's man. But for a half a second, until Dorian Finney-Smith can run over to this corner, Sheppard is going to be in a cover 2 situation, and he does a phenomenal job of closing out. You see the angle to Drew Smith, but as he sees Drew Smith pass the ball, he's going to put his hand and split the difference right there in the middle of that pass and gets a deflection. All right, Sherry does a great job playing off KD here, sets a go screen, comes out completely wide open. KD doesn't pass it. In the shot clock, shot gets blocked, but this floater for Sheppard, 49% on floaters this season, gets it before the buzzer. All right, so now we got 2 more examples of him doing a great job playing off of KD. So teams go zone. The most vulnerable part is the middle of the zone. So get the ball into the middle. Amin Thompson does a great job setting a screen right there on Bam Adebayo to get KD open in the middle. See how all the defenders collapse right there when the ball gets to the middle, and it's Kevin Durant. And Sheppard does a nice job again against the zone, right? Well, this is against any type of closeout, but especially against the zone when the ball goes into the middle, the whole defense is going to be looking at that. So that means when the ball goes and it sprays back out, you're going to be playing attacking the closeout. So you have to be aggressive. You're going to shoot the ball, you're going to pass, you're going to drive. Make that decision a 0.5 decision. So he does a nice job, rips through right there. And then we talk about that floater, 49% of those on the season. Then they go down, they give up an open three, he misses. But Kevin Durant goes down the court, and again, playing off KD's gravity right there, he's ready to shoot the ball, and he knocks another one down. All right, so here's some more defensive playmaking and good instincts here by Reed Sheppard. So he's guarding Davion Mitchell. He's going to try to set this cross screen for Bam Adebayo. A cross screen is a post-to-post screening, so somebody's going to be on the block, and somebody else is going to be on the block right here. Davion Mitchell is going to set this cross screen right here for Bam Adebayo, and the aim is to get Reed Sheppard switched onto Bam Adebayo, or at least, because they know that Reed Sheppard doesn't want to switch this, it's just to get Bam an open look right here while Dorian Finney-Smith is fighting through the screen right there. But Reed Sheppard, again, he recognizes this. He sees that the screen has taken Dorian Finney-Smith out of this play right now, so he's going to stand right there. He's going to deflect the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Reed Sheppard isn't this extraordinary playmaker, but especially in this game, 14 assists, 0 turnovers. He did a phenomenal job of getting the ball to the scorers on this team in the right spots right here. He drives, but gets it right to Sengun in the area that he's comfortable with. Out here again, Reed Sheppard just doing a good job of noticing advantages and getting the ball to Sengun on time. Here in the zone, the Heat want Simone Fontecchio to be as close to Kevin Durant as possible right here, so when he catches the ball, he can see two bodies. Bam did a great job, especially in the fourth quarter, of guarding cover two situations. He was able to guard Min and Sengun on multiple possessions, but on this one, they don't have it really figured out. Sengun's wide open, and a great pass by Reed. And I never want to portray that these guys are perfect players, so I always try to show the positive and the negatives in these type of videos. And I talked about how I think Reed Sheppard is a better defensive playmaker than a on-ball sticky guy. And there's still some possessions where guys just go right through his chest. Even guys like Davion Mitchell, who are comparable in size, but Davion just goes right through, and that's just too easy. But he is learning in real time. We saw him struggle with the straight line drive of Davion Mitchell here against Larson, who's a bigger and stronger offensive player. He takes a phenomenal angle to be able to stop this drive right there, walling him up with his chest, and then defends it really well in the air. All right, so I talked about this passing again, 14 assists, no turnovers. Could have 15 right here pretty easily. Finds an open shooter in Aaron Holiday, who was hot in the fourth for a wide open three in transition. But look at this. Look at this. This is a 6'1", 6'2" guard against Tyler Hero, who's about 6'4", 6'5", right? But look at how quick he notices this in the reaction time. And again, the athleticism. He had like a 40+ inch vertical at the combine, and that was really good to see for a guy that's, smaller. But he had super quick hands, and that quick jump right there to meet Tyler Hero at the apex of his jumper and block it. And again, him driving and puncturing the defense did a lot of great things for the Rockets, and Kevin Durant was able to get some off-ball looks in the fourth quarter, and this was the bucket that he passed Michael Jordan with. All right, so here, clutch possession right here. Second to last offensive possession for the Rockets. Of course, Kevin Durant is going to draw a lot of defense. 3 guys on Kevin Durant. Somebody absolutely has to make a play for the Rockets. Reed Sheppard, again, attacking the closeout, being aggressive, and we talked about that floater. Gets it all the way up over Bam and knocks it down. But that is the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just so we out there a little bit more. I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.